G'day, governor.
All right, if you're going to do that, we're going to have to disavow most of this. And again, cards and letters.
Gilo.
I'd like to apologize wholeheartedly to everyone from Australia.
For me saying good day,
You're going to throw shrimp on the Barbie now, too?
I could throw in some other Australian words, but that would be really highly inappropriate.
I think if you keep doing it, Hugh Jackman might show up at the door and pounding you.
Is he going to do a song and dance?
He might dance on your grave.
Or is he going to go all Wolverine on me?
I'm not really sure.
Anyway.
Huge.
So what we got here, we're going to Melbourne, Australia.
Australia.
We're going to visit the Starward Distillery. We've got 2 whiskeys from Starward, thanks to our friends at KLG Public Relations in New York City. We got the Starward Twofold Australian Whiskey, and then we have the Starward Australian Whiskey Nova. So I believe the Twofold we had just read is...
It's twofold in terms of the grains. It uses a barley and uses a wheat. They're matured separately and then blended together.
Right.
And they're both aged in
Australian red wine casks. I think they said shiraz, pinot
noirs, right?
And whatever else.
Yep.
Whatever kind
so they roll them in that, and the same thing with the Novas exclusively in red wine casks as well.
And that's 100% barley.
100% barley.
That's 100% barley. And they also said that they use brewers yeast for both of them. So
they both have more of maybe a craft beer sort of aspect to it.
I guess. I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. So what I'll do is I'll pour these 2. You pour those 2, and then we'll do the flippy floppy. We'll do the switch.
See how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how this thing goes.
I'll try not to drink directly out of the bottle.
This one is the
Nova.
Okay.
You want to do them at the same time?
Let's do a little compare contrast, maybe.
I know the nose is decidedly different.
Well, let me see. Okay, so the left is a twofold, right? It smells pretty good. It almost has like a spicy kind of I was getting almost like a rye note from it.
I was also getting a little more sweetness than you get with the Nova. Where I think the Nova has maybe just a little more, just a grainy kind of note to it.
But you're getting more sweet on the Nova?
No, on the
twofold.
The twofold.
Yeah.
I think the Nova has more of a consistent.
The twofold is actually a little more fragrant.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know what the ABV on these is.
I think they're both around 40. I think
so.
is what you read before. I think they're around 40. The twofold, because it's the barley and the wheat, I think it's going to be maybe a little more complex on the nose, and maybe a little more sweetness, a little sharpness from the difference between the 2 grains.
The twofold has like a bit of sweetness going on here. Some baking spice, a little bit
that's a bit of the wheat,
like a brown sugar kind of thing. It's sweet. I'm not getting any particular wine notes from it. I mean, they said it's from Australian wine cask, but I'm not getting any of that. It smells almost
a little more of the color, and maybe rounds out some of the flavors.
It smells really good.
Yeah,
I like the smell on this one, and I think I like the same on the other one. I'm not getting the wine.
Well, let's jump into the Nova.
We're going Nova first.
Nova first. Nova. Cheers.
Like Villanova.
Sure, that's where you want to go.
Okay.
Maybe Nova Prime. Not really sure. The Nova Core. Well, that'll play. That's nice. A little bit of sharpness, a little bit of heat.
Yeah, it is.
A little
sweetness.
Hot. I'm getting a little drying at the end, but not real drying.
It's
shorter finish.
It's a little vapory. Like it kind of just
hits you up front.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Not super hot though.
Yeah.
Let me do a little chilling. Now this one's 100% malted barley, correct?
I believe that's what you read. Yes.
It's different though, because it's not like typical like a bourbon cask.
No, you don't get any of that.
It is, but it's not. You do get a little bit of like sweetness. I'm not getting any wine though.
I'm not getting the typical vanilla kind of flavors, the candied sugars, that kind of stuff.
Right.
I'm getting more just like the heat and the alcohol, but not in a bad way. It's just good. And the end, I think maybe the wine makes it a little drying at the end.
Yeah.
But I was expecting it to be a little sticky, a little figgy, a little something.
No, it's not.
And I'm not really getting that.
No, it's not super complex.
No.
It's kind of simple.
No, it's a good sipping whiskey.
I don't know how old it is. It almost has like a youngness to it because it doesn't have like a whole lot of barrel.
So you're thinking 2 to 3 years?
Maybe. I mean, I'm not getting a whole lot of barrel on this. It's light and fruity. You know?
That's nice.
No, it's okay.
That's nice.
That's not bad. Nothing earth shattering. Nothing, groundbreaking.
But it's nice. And again, for people that are doing this a reasonably short period of time, they're running out of finding product, which is going to be something that competes against Scotland, which has been doing this for years. And we've had some Scotch that hasn't been this good.
Mm-hmm. No, it's very clean. Again, there's no, like we've said on occasion, there's no nothing off-putting, nothing throw me off, ew, what was that? There's none of that.
And
no.
it's something you can drink straight. Mm-hmm. Where, we've had some of the newer makes that it really tastes like it's something that maybe this rounds out a cocktail, where I think this is a good sipping whiskey.
It has kind of a bourbon-y kind of thing to it, though. Don't you think?
I enjoy it. Yeah,
maybe.
I enjoy it.
But like a younger bourbon. I mean, it's kind of young. It probably, I bet it would be probably good a couple more years down the road.
But I find with a lot of the bourbons, you're going to get more of the vanillas, the toffees, some of that. I'm really not picking up much of that.
No.
Not in a bad way. It's just I'm not picking it up.
It's good. It's a B. I give it a B. I wouldn't give it any more than that. Because I think it is a little young. It doesn't have the depth.
I go 85, 86, something like that.
This would probably be a pretty good mixer. It's fine on its own.
Yeah.
There's nothing offensive about it. Not like, let me mask it with a Coke. Yeah. There's none of that. It's just, kind of light.
Round out a good cocktail.
Yeah, it's like a very, very light whiskey. So let me see what the other one is. Now, the other one is the twofold.
Jump into the twofold.
Salute. Or whatever they say down in Australia. Crikey!
I don't believe they said crikey.
When they cheers people?
They may just say cheers.
They may just say cheers?
Cheers.
Skull?
Crikey is probably not something they'd say.
Slange.
And I don't believe they say skull either.
I don't know.
That's not a...
Well, Australia is like the United States, right? Everybody's from somewhere else. So...
Nostrovia.
Sure, why not?
I don't believe so, no.
Now, this one tastes really young. This one has kind of like a grainy kind of texture to it. This is a twofold again, right?
It's twofold.
But I almost get like a little bit of like that weeded whiskey kind of flavor.
But you almost get the two flavors.
Yeah.
That they're not really blended.
They're not quite together
combined.
yet.
They're not as complementary as maybe they would be if they spent more time in a barrel. And again, not that it's a bad thing. It's just you get kind of the first flavor and then the second flavor comes in. There's a little more sweetness with this, I think. And it doesn't feel as short in the finish or as spicy up front. But I think this tastes actually maybe a little more drying than the other one.
Yeah. I think I preferred the other one.
Yeah.
I think the other one was a little more rounded. Like, even though it was young, and it probably needs a little bit more depth to it, but it just tasted a little more... And maybe it's just the nature of the barley, because I think we tend to like malted barley, Scotch versus others.
Yeah.
This one, the wheat kind of... Maybe it's the wheat that's kind of changing it up a little bit.
Yeah. It kind of layered it instead of blended it together.
Yeah, this isn't quite as harmonious as this one.
Again, not off-putting, nothing bad about it.
No.
This is like a low B.
Yeah,
maybe
it's like a B minus.
Maybe a B minus.
Yeah, if that's the case, then this maybe goes up to like a B plus. Again, both not bad, not a lot of depth. I think a little more time and it could be really good. But from what I could tell, much like some of the other younger whiskeys, not younger, but younger distilleries we've had from, like Kilhoman, Penderyn, the base spirit sounds like it's a quality product. Tastes like it's like a quality product.
I think so.
Or even like a Koval or one of those guys. They're the new make is probably really good. I think it just needs a little bit more.
And I like to see the experimentation. They're doing different things.
Yeah.
They're not just running out one product one way and changing the ABV. To make one 40% and one 48% and calling them two different things.
Right.
They're just it's nice. The experimentation's good. I agree with you. The time in the barrel might be better, and it might be better if they used different barrels. Maybe you finish it in red wine barrels, but you start it off in new oak or something else.
Maybe.
Just to see what the difference is.
Yeah.
But again, it's a good product.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Coming all the way from Australia, good product.
No, it's good. It's a good start. I'd say it's a good start. I think it needs a little more time. Yeah. I think it needs
like anything, more time.
Yeah, like us, a little more time. No, we don't get better. We just get worse.
Well, I'm just wondering how much more time we're going to have.
Well, we're officially over the hill, so we're on the downward spiral.
I think people are giving me over-under on life expectancy as opposed to more time to age.
Whatever, as long as we get the drink. So, thank you to KLG Public Relations for sending this out. This was some nice stuff. We'd like to see it maybe a couple of years down the road to see what they do with it.
I would like to see if you can get it in the U.S. I mean, is this something that
No, it is. It's available.
Comes through, but down in our neck of the woods? Or is this only going to be in
LA,
what? New York?
I think I can see it.
Or can we get it down here?
I think I saw it.
That's also great.
Yeah, I think I saw it.
I want to see it expand the profile give the portfolio a little bit more of things we can find. But certainly a good product.
Yeah. So anyway, cheers, folks.
Cheers.